Welcome to Confidence Equals Beauty with Amanda Taylor. Here on this podcast, you can find motivation and learn different techniques and styles to help you step out of your comfort zone and build the confidence you deserve. I'm your host, Amanda Taylor. I'm a trained mental health therapist with life coach experience, helping women like you learn to love and accept themselves for who they are meant to be. I teach women how to change their mindset, self-talk, and to reach a place where they can relax into their season, shine brightly, and live out their God-given purpose. And today's episode will help you grow in confidence as confidence equals beauty. Hey guys, I'm so excited to be here today. It has been a very interesting last few months. A lot of changes. We finally got through the end of May. Children finishing up all of their activities. And now we are back to summer where we are a strong blended family. Many of you know we have our summers are a lot of kids coming and going. And so we are just adjusting to that. But the really exciting thing that I want to talk about, and I mentioned it before, I have created a workbook and publication release date should be in the next 2 weeks. Be on the lookout for it on Confidence Equals Beauty with Amanda Taylor Facebook page. That is where I'm posting a lot of my new stuff. But the book is called Confidence Equals Beauty Workbook. And it will be released on Amazon. And this has been my heart and soul. This has taken up so much of my time. This book has honestly pushed me beyond my comfort zone. It has been a process where I second guessed myself a lot, but I knew I wanted to reach more people in a different way than just the blog and the podcast. I wanted people to be able to physically, tangibly hold this workbook, work through the prompted questions and journaling that I'll have in this workbook in order for people to make real, true changes. And I'm extremely excited this is coming out. So like I said, be on the lookout. I will have the official release date, but it should be out in 2 weeks. And so I want to read a small piece of this workbook, kind of give you a little brief introduction to it. Why does confidence even matter? Have you ever held back from doing something you wanted to do because you doubted yourself? For example, you may be part of a meeting and had an idea, speak up. Because you think the idea may not be good, this is where confidence can make a difference in your ability to believe in yourself, to speak up in the meeting. Are you doubting your abilities as a mother because your child did not follow your directions? What about not being the perfect mother who can make all the desserts for the bake sale or have your children in color coordinated outfits? This is where having confidence in yourself helps you understand your place as a parent, and you know deep down you are more than capable of raising your children. Have you ever wanted to try something new but talked yourself out of it for fear of the unknown that could happen? Confidence helps you try new things and go after your dreams. Lastly, are you struggling with how you see yourself in the mirror? Have you recently felt like you were looking at a stranger and have difficulty seeing the beauty that you possess? Having confidence helps you see yourself as true beauty and ignore the negative view you think you look like. So like I said before, that's just a small sample that's come from the book, and it will be out in about 2 weeks. And just keep following this podcast. You can follow the blog, and then follow me on Confidence Equals Beauty with Amanda Taylor Facebook page. That will help you also with a lot of this information that's coming. So in today's topic, I want to talk about reclaiming joy, how fun activities help women rebuild real confidence. So in the fall, I made a decision to join the adult tap class. I have never taken tap before, and honestly, I have never tried any dance class. Well, let me take that back. I did attempted ballet, but they canceled that class. So in the alternative, I decided to sign up for a tap class. At first, I found myself trying to justify my choice to others, like explaining why I decided to do something so out of my comfort zone. And that was funny because I'd be in a conversation. I'm like, yeah, I'm taking tap class. And then people are like, why? And I'm like, well, because I've always wanted to. And I just kind of would make up all this stuff. And it kind of frustrated me because I felt like I had to justify me as a 42-year-old woman wanting to take tap for the first time ever. So let me explain. Tap was not easy. And most of the women in my class had taken tap as a child or had some other form of dance background. So there I was struggling to figure out how to move my left foot and then my right foot and then somehow make noise to a beat using terms I'd never heard before. I knew music terms. I know how eighth notes work and quarter notes work and 16th notes work, and I know triplets, and I know all those patterns of beats and rhythms through music. But I'm telling you, when you have to use your feet to do it, that was a whole different thing. So let me tell you, I was a hot mess from fall through the spring. And yet I laughed harder than I had in a long time. I had so much fun. I even made a goal for myself that I wanted to do an entire dance routine by the end of the semester. And so at the end of the year recital, I did it. I didn't know really, I felt like I didn't know what I was doing. I knew I wasn't as advanced as the other dancers. I knew that I could keep up with like the downbeat of the tap and I could do the choreography of the dance, but all the flaps and slaps and spanks and whatever. It's not butchering all the tap words as we talk right now. And the Broadways and whatever they were. I'm still trying to remember all of them. But I decided I was going to do it. I wanted to chicken out so bad, guys. You have no idea. I kept trying to talk myself. I don't have time this week or these next 2 weeks to add any more to my plate. And I was just like, I am not going to be able to do this dance routine come the recital. And I finally just made the decision. I had come this far. What's the worst that can happen? Fumble on stage? I already had a plan. If I started messing up, I was just going to do flaps in the background and shuffles in the background and let the rest of the dance, the other dancers dance their tap dance. I already made a decision. If I mess up, I'm just going to do my own thing in the back of the stage. And so I did it. It was the first time I'd ever been on a stage like that, dancing. I've been on a stage like that through pageants, and I've been on a stage performing with musicals. I've been on a stage with my guitar, my piano, or keyboard, singing. I've done that before. And those, at one time, yes, I was scared when I did it, but that doesn't scare me. This was the first time I was going to be dancing in front of people. And so the lights came on and I looked out and I couldn't see a soul. And I'll tell you what, I'm so thankful I couldn't see anybody. I know everybody could see my face expressions, but the music started. And then I started my routine. And yes, I fumbled along the way. There were some moments where I was just like, whatever. I got it. I got it. But by the end of it, nobody booed. Nobody threw tomatoes at me. Nobody did anything. In fact, the audience they were so supportive. And I was thankful for that because they knew we were an adult class. They knew a lot of us were beginners, but it was an amazing experience. I get off and all I could do was high five the other dancers. And I said, I did it. Somewhere in that moment, I realized something important. I had fun doing something I've always wanted to do. I didn't know anyone an explanation for the joy that I chose in tap. I didn't need to defend my decision to do something for myself, to try something new, or reclaim part of me that I had been quiet for too long. I was doing it for the best reasons because it made me feel alive. So in a world that often tells women to hustle harder, the idea of doing something just for fun can feel almost wrong, or we feel like we should not do it, or potentially sometimes unproductive. But here's the truth. Having fun isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. When you are on a journey to build self-confidence, it is important that you do the things that you either wanted to do as a child, things that you've always wanted to try. It's so important for yourself. So why fun matters more than you think? Confidence isn't built only through achievements or external validation. It's also born in the quiet moments of self-trust, laughter, and freedom to be yourself. This is where fun comes in. When you engage in activities purely because it brings you joy, something powerful happens. You reconnect with your inner self without pressure, judgment, or performance. during the whole time I'm trying to do this routine, and I had recorded the video of the instructor dancing it. So I would keep going back to that video and I'd break it down and break it down. I was so frustrated on my practicing times of, I don't know if I'm going to do this. I had to remind myself this was for fun. I didn't have to perform it perfect and all that. So that one helped me take the pressure. But then when I realized to stop judging myself and just have fun with it, that's when things really started clicking for me. So whether it's dancing, painting, hiking, roller skating, gardening, or learning a new language, doing something just because you love it shifts your energy. It reminds you that you are more than your job, your titles, or your responsibilities. You're a whole person, which means you are creative, bold, and alive. The confidence boost behind the fun. Here's how doing something fun activities builds your confidence. You learn to trust your instincts. Whether it's picking colors for painting or choosing your next trail hike, each decision helps you and your ability to listen to yourself. You become more resilient. Trying a new activity may come with mess-ups or mistakes, but they teach you to laugh, keep going, and embrace the learning process. You see yourself differently. Fun puts you in positive headspace where you start to appreciate your abilities, energy, and uniqueness. You stop waiting for permission. There's something so rebellious and freeing about carving out time to yourself, especially when you feel the world tells you have to be everything for everyone. Don't overthink it. Start small. You don't need to sign up for a marathon or invest in expensive gear. Start small. Listen to what lights you up. Ask yourself, what did I love doing as a child? What have I always wanted to try but never made time for? What's something that would make me smile just because? Then go for it. Even if it feels awkward. Even if you don't think you're good at it. Hello. I know I'm not good at tap right now, but it's also very important to do it just for you. Make joy a habit. Fun isn't one-time fix. It's a habit worth cultivating. When you regularly make space for fun, you reinforce a deep belief. You matter. Your joy matters. Your confidence is worth the investment. So go ahead, book the dance class, sign up for a pottery workshop, buy the rollerblades, laugh until your stomach hurts, fall, get back up, and celebrate the bold woman who chose joy over perfection. Because confidence grows in the soul of self-love, and nothing waters it faster than fun. And remember, confidence equals beauty. Thank you for listening to Confidence Equals Beauty podcast with Amanda Taylor. If this podcast helped you in any way, I encourage you to subscribe to this podcast so you do not miss out on any episode. Also, please share this podcast with others. Please go to the ratings and rate this podcast, preferably high ratings. Please leave comments on how this podcast is helping you. The more you share, the more I can build up this community of Confidence Equals Beauty. Also, if you're not part of Confidence Equals Beauty community, I encourage you to go to Confidence Equals Beauty with Amanda Taylor Facebook group and join. And if you need